So what do you think of Ripper?
Oh, he is the bomb.
Oh, shizzle, he's so good he has to carry the team on his back. Wu-Tang!
Thug life.
So what do you think of Ripper?
Oh, man, he's so sexy in Burrows.
Oh, shizzle, did you see that player get a Kraken on standard battle? Thug life. So what do you think of Ripper?
The way he drives those destroyers is so sexy.
Damn right, he can sail my 7 seas any day. Thug life.
Oh my God, it's Ripper in a Burrows. Break out the diapers, I'm about to shit my pants.
Welcome aboard the USS Burrows. I'm Admiral Halsey. As you can tell, I'm a rugged old fart. But I know a good destroyer when I see one. A lot of people say the Burrows is underwhelming and so-so. But I'm telling ya, this destroyer is more powerful than you think. And to show you how to drive her, here's your host, Ripper.
Sails the guns, ignite, rapid fire through the fight. Tier 10 power storms the seas, Burrows brings foes to their
Hey team, this is Ripper. You guys are doing fantastic. You got a fun video with the carry and the Burrows, and like I said, I'm just going to show you back-to-back footage of what the Burrows can do and how it is totally underestimated and why people are not playing this thing, and I'll show you how to play it and really just how to carry games in this thing. And I'm telling you, it is more powerful than you think. I was actually overwhelmed by the power that it had, especially when I went up against one, and you're just going to see it displayed in this replay here, and I hope you learned something from it and enjoyed it as well. But as always, before we get in, like, subscribe, button below. Appreciate all the support of the channel. Smash those buttons, leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by, and appreciate all the support. And we're going to do another giveaway at 8,000 subs, and we thank you guys for getting us there. All right, right off the bat, engaging with HE. Now, I didn't realize how powerful HE was in this thing. I really just was using the sap and thinking that that's the primary weapon of choice for this gunboat, but my gosh, does the HE do a great deal of damage in this thing. And we're going to do, you're going to see the stats at the end, but look at that, 8% fire chance, 23 mil armor plating, but the thing about it really is it's a big caliber gun. I don't know what it is, but it only pens 23, but it's a 137 millimeter gun. So, as you've played like Ragnar, Kleber, Gdansk, those kind of open water gunboat style gameplays are really fun to me and very, very powerful and amazing. So we're engaging, as you can see, the Atara and the Brisbane and keeping them at bay right there. Meanwhile, allowing our teammates to position in. And again, this is standard battle. I hate this game mode, by the way. Just capture the flag and just kill other ships. But as you can see over here on the eastern side, again, if I think a couple guys, guy from the north as well as Potato Quality, they basically did videos on how to survive. And then basically, you got to look at your minimap. If you're not looking at your minimap, you're doing yourself a disservice. Most of the time, my eyeballs are over here staring at the minimap. Majority of the time, sailing, okay, cool, what to do? I'm looking at the ship. It looks beautiful, but I'm seeing where do they need me right now on the minimap. Manifold's here, the Sea of Gare is here, Iowa too far in the back. They're not really doing much. So me being over here on the flanks, I've figured out where all their destroyers are at now. Elbing and Lightning are the only other two, and their submarines over here. So I know that there's two threats over here I don't have to deal with. There's not really much radar. Riga and Brisbane, as you can see, is the only other radar, as you can see on the minimap. I see where the threats are at as a destroyer. Then I can position my ship somewhere on these mini-maps because look how big the ocean is. I just really got to put myself in a position in that general area to figure out where am I needed the most. Right there, Brisbane gets a great torpedo on the manifold right there. That is not good. We're going to have to destroy one of these three ships over here to secure the flank and then move where we're needed. So we're going to open up on guns on the Atara and just look at what this thing can do with just HE. Now, normally, the SAP I would be firing, however, it only pens 38 mil. So if you're landing on anything greater than 38 mil, then you're reducing your chance right there. So I find that if I shoot the HE, I'll start a fire right there. And notice that some of those HE shells will hit the superstructure and also get alpha damage as well. So not only am I getting raw alpha damage, but I'm also getting passive income damage. And that's the thing you want to have do. You want to always have damage ticking up on your counter, so it's killing the enemy ships right there. And boom, he goes down. We did our part. Everybody was firing at us. Our teammates were safe and secure, and they're just happy sailing along, fat, dumb, and happy, right? So right now, we're going to basically continue sailing. Where am I needed right now? Notice that the center of the map, this Alsace right here is in the center. I'm looking at that. I'm watching. Where is he going? Where is he going? He's going to go down the middle. I don't need to worry about the flank. I have no purpose over here. It doesn't serve me any good. Yeah, I could potentially spot, but again, I'm looking at the rest of my teammates. How are they doing over there? Do they need my help? So again, continuously firing HE. Look at that. HE's great. I could have fired Sap here, but I'm trying to start more and more fires. I think he already has 2 fires going there. And the Brisbane, again, way off the distance. Even though I could engage him right now, there's really no point. He sees me, and he's not firing at my teammates, which is great. Epoxy is also in the game right there. Good job, Epoxy. One of my favorite clans I play with as well. Anyways, here we go. Imperanga. Okay, we got an Imperanga in the middle here. Where are they? Where am I needed? I'm always asking the question, where am I needed? Especially in this game mode where I don't have to run around with my, head cut off, or do I need to go spot? Really, you don't need to do too much flag capturing or, domination style gameplay. In this kind of mode, you're kind of like one step in, one step out. Do I need to guard the flag? Do I need to go forward? Do I need to kill somebody? I mean, you're really making those decisions on the fly as you're watching the minimap. So right now, we're going to engage with the HE here to try to start a fire on Imperanga. And notice, again, we haven't done too much. Like I said, it's not all about, rushing to your death right off the bat in the first. You're going to need to survive for the end game. That's where the majority of the battles will be happening at, right? So Imperanga right there, a 7,000. All right, we got the fire going on, and boom, there's our first kill. Splash 1, 52,000 damage right now on the tick mark. 7 minutes have passed in the game, and now we are trying to see what else can we do. Elbing and the submarine here is pushing our western flank with no support over here. Notice that I had to make these decisions analyzing the map. That's why minimap is so important, so you can figure out where are you at in the battle. All right, here we go. Engaging. It's Alsace right here. Look at the reload. 2.4 second reload. Fearless Brawler active, and look at the sap shells. Look what this bad boy can do to a French battleship that's baked in 32 mil armor plating. This is where, like I said, the sap shells really do shine, and we're just firing and trying to hit anywhere on the main structure, somewhere else on the armor belts as well, but we're getting tons and tons of damage. Come on, there it is. Splash 2 of many. 72,000 damage, and then the quick smoke concealing my retreat. That's exactly, I like to go off the detection right off the bat, just popping that smoke. I got tons of these smokes, right? Smoke on demand. 2 minutes and 46 seconds. It's so much time. And now we're reassessing, reanalyzing, where am I needed? All right, Elbing is pushing in here. We have our submarine maybe screening over here with the Riga. I was coming in to push with the Libertad, and my gear and FDG are suffering. We got to take out this lightning right here. Okay, always, always, always focus on killing the destroyers, including me. If you're out there and you see me or another destroyer, focus on the destroyer player, because that is your game winner right there. If you kill all the destroyers, which I have a video about later, just eliminating all the destroyers, it drastically improves your odds of winning. All right, so let's see. We're going to engage lightning here. All right, HE loaded. This time we're going to try HE, but look what it can do. It busts all the modules, the engine, slows the guy down, starts fires, and is incredibly powerful. With 137mm guns, they do just as much as damage as Sap would, even at angle right here. This is exactly why I like the HE. Keep on firing. I kind of know where he's kind of at. He's on fire, and one more shot, and boom, he goes down. Splash 3. Excuse me. We've eliminated his destroyer, or their destroyer, and now we're going to push back in. Now, we're not going to play with the Brisbane. He's got radar over there, so we're not going to do that. We're going to push back to the west, help out our battleships. Look at that. They are floundering. Look at that. It is a 5-on-7 now, and they've got a carrier, so we're going to have to rely heavily. Okay, goodness. The good thing they took out their submarine. That's one less thing I got to worry about. All right, let's see. Where can I support my team? So I'm not going to go push against a Colombo right here. Let them duke it out. I'm going to help against this Riga. FDG and the Riga, he's going to need all the fire support he can. Even though he has a lot of health, do not be deceived by that. You can potentially lose a battleship easily. All right, Colombo goes down to the carrier. Thank goodness there. And here we go. We are going to engage with HE guns to start as many fires on the Soviet cruisers as much as possible. They burn like a match, so you always want to see if you can burn all the cruisers down as fast as you can. No, even my sap guns wouldn't have done too much here. He's got a lot of armor, especially the nose. I don't believe it's 32mm. I think it's pretty heavy with an icebreaker. But anyways, it was in the heat of the moment. I just decided, hey, let me start as many fires as possible. The gun angles on the Burrows are horrendous, so you got to basically show a lot of broadside, so that's the one downside. Back turret is 360, but we're going to keep moving here. I popped smoke here thinking that the FDG was out of my way, but unfortunately I'm not. So let's see if we can continuously fire on the Riga, try to burn him down. All right, good job there. K1 was able to torpedo the crap out of that Riga, and that actually saved us right there because we were like struggling just to kill one Soviet cruiser. All right, let's see. How are we going to engage this? Okay, I'm thinking Elbing right here. Elbing is actually very scary. Looking up at how much health he has left, he's only got maybe a third of his health left, so we could engage with sap guns right here. They will melt him pretty well. We just need spotting, and I hate the Cyclone. 8-kilometer Cyclone is the worst thing they ever invented because you got to get within 8 kilometers of something to engage, and it kind of makes the gameplay very different and interesting because now you got to push in. It forces players to actually try to run into each other. I understand their idea behind it, but I don't enjoy it. I'd rather just have the standard concealment, standard everything. Okay, Brisbane is pushing in. We need to take him out. He's their only radar right now. And, oh, actually, never mind. Brisbane is taken out. Good job, K1. So the submarine did a lot of power right there. He's killing, he killed 2 people, but he died. So it's all right. All right, he saved the game by eliminating their radar. Now we're going to see where can I engage this Elbing. And this is where all the magic happens right here. We only got 6 minutes left in the game, and we're trying to figure out how do I win this game for our team. We either win by taking points or killing other ships. I can't cap their point. They're capping ours. All right, how are we going to do this? Thank goodness the Illinois was too scared. He did not push. He slammed on the brakes. And notice his distance indicator stopped ticking down. So I'm like, oh, he stopped. And now he's slowly ticking away. So he's either going on a slow crawl or he's stopped, and I'm in reverse. So I have the ability to launch my torpedoes here. They only go 10.5, but that's just enough distance to cover. It's only one set, though, so let's see what we can do right here. I don't have RPF. I have no idea where this Elbing's at. So he is currently, I think, right there at the northern end, this section right here of our flag point, because Illinois is not capping it. So it must be Elbing. There he is. So now we know where Elbing's at. Again, this is why carrier sucks. Carrier spotting at its best right here. We want to help out, but man, he goes undetected again. Spotter plane out. And then I got to pop smoke so I don't get killed by the Illinois, which has a lot of Des Moines caliber guns here. Not the thing you want to play with. See those Des Moines caliber guns, 4 barrels? Let's see if we can start a fire on them. So unfortunately, no spotting there. All right, I got a fire on them. FDG is inside the cap, so I don't have to stay in here to prevent them from capping. I actually can leave the cap now, so good job, FDG, for supporting the player. Malta's bringing in the carriers, and now we have a 2-on-2 ship duel here. Duke it out. See who is the better destroyer and better battleship player while the carriers are doing their own thing. All right, I got to stay within 8 kilometers to keep him spotted here. Thinking about popping smoke, thinking about it, but then who's going to spot for me? So we got to get this FDG into the battle here. Once he gets closer, can I take it to the enemy? All right, we launch another torpedo spread right there. He's probably going to reverse into him. So he's at a standstill, so he's going to eat at least one of these things. So let's see what we can do here. I'm thinking about it. All right, let's go loud here. Let's see if we get spotted. As soon as I see those guns turn, I'm popping smoke. There's 3,200 damage. See, look at the HE shells. I do so much damage. There it is. Oh, my God. We got Confederate. All right. Halsey is up proc now. We got a minus 20%, 2.1 second reload here. And let's see if we can take this thing to the house. Okay, Elbing's still firing at us. Unfortunately, we don't see him. All right. I turn off the smoke again. There's a 20-second cooldown period. And now we're going to go and spot the Illinois right here. And let's see if we can get a little bit closer, just barely enough so we don't get detected and we're within range so we can spot him. All right, there he is. An 8-kilometer range of Cyclone. Ooh, he takes 1 torpedo, right? There's 1. There's 2. He's down to 12,000. I think we could take him. I'm debating here. All right, is he flooding? It looks like a flood. Unless he's got his heel going. All right, look at how much damage our guns do. All right, we popped the smoke to go undetected, but he fired within our smoke plume and within 8. So that means that he is fire penalized here, so he'll be detected the whole time he's within 8. We got to kill him before he gets to that 8. He's struggling. He's racing to the back there to get out of downtown here. Let's see if we can get him. Come on, one more hit. He's blind firing, and there it is. Taking out the battleship player. Holy crap, there's torpedoes from the carrier? Where did that come from? Oh, gosh, we took a flooding. I hate it. Hate carriers. All right, we prop hogged 2-second reloads now. Now that the adrenaline rush is kicking in. We are flooding, but unfortunately, we have enough health to survive. That's exactly why you save your health for crucial moments like this. Holy crap, Elbing is spotted. Switching to sap here. Let's get our guns turning. They turn as slow as molasses. If we can kill the Elbing, we have a chance of winning here. And watch what these sap guns can do. We are now spotted by the carrier. Elbing is being distracted right now. Thank goodness. Look at that reload rate on this thing. We take him out. Kraken Unleashed. There it is, 149,000 damage right there, and now we have the carrier coming after us. Look at that. All right. Let's see if we can track him down. Let's see if we can avoid this carrier shot right here. All right, carrier's coming at us. AA is turned on. Let's see how much damage we can do on this carrier. He goes up for the kill. Here come the bombs, and oh, he misses us. And then we shoot all his planes down. They are right above us. Shoot them down. Thank goodness. And now we have a free, clear shot at the carrier. SAP guns are armed. Let's see here. What is it? 1.7 second reload. Look at this bad boy. I'm telling you, this thing is the better Sherman, in my personal opinion. Look at all that firepower and hate. Just enjoy it. For those carrier haters out there, enjoy the show right here. Holy cow, it took that long? My God, we even got high caliber with that one, and we survived with 599 health. Lucky number. 213,000 damage, probably one of my best games in the Burrows. You tell me, is Burrows, what is it, unremarkable or, underwhelming? I don't know, guys. I think this thing does its job very well, very well. I'll show you, I actually got the E and the efficiency badge on this one, and, man, we did our best game. Confederate, Kraken, high caliber. My gosh. What do we do? High caliber, 4 ships at 30% of their total HP. My goodness. And how did we do in the team? Absolutely amazing. 2,600 base XP with the number 1 in the team. Burrows sticking it out, winning with Halsey there. Halsey, I was waiting for another I've been getting Confederate with Halsey so many times in the ship. I'm telling you, it's easy. It's not hard. Just keep firing and you'll do well. It's how much money we make. We made over 1 million credits and making an income of 664 right there. Phenomenal. Like I said, build to be ended in the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the Burrows recapping how to use this bad boy and really carrying games. But as always, hope you're doing well. If you see me out there, make sure you say hello and we'll talk to you soon. Take care and cheers.